is up, everybody? Jester here, and today we're back into Long Dark with a little more subdued video than what I usually do. Today we are celebrating 400 days on our current run. Well, 402. The truth of the matter is I was in the middle of moving some stuff around and I actually missed 400, but I asked my chat over on Twitch, and if you guys haven't joined Twitch, the link for that's in the description. Just go over there, hit the follow button, it'll let you know when I go live. It costs absolutely nothing to do, and it's a really good time. The community over there is fantastic. But I asked them, what would you like to see when we hit day 400? And they said a base tour. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be showing off everything we've collected. That is so beautiful how the weather just went super clear in that moment. Wow, glad we got that on camera. With that being said, let's go ahead and show you guys what we got going here. And of course, outside is an absolute mess right now. But we got tons of meat, cooked and uncooked both. There's wolf, there's bear, tons of bear here that's already cooked, lots of rabbit. There's a little bit of fish left, but yeah, we're going to be cleaning that up as we go. You might also notice that we've wrapped the entire house in fires. This was two purposes, the first of which was to get me to cook, fire level 5. And then I realized when we got there that we were getting really close to Fire Master. So we also used this method to get to Fire Master. And if you would like to see that video, there's a card in the top right corner. Check that out after you watch this one. From there, we've got our ready to eat stuff here on the porch, which is technically inside, so it does go bad a little bit quicker. But I like to eat venison when I'm around the house, and then I use moose and things like that that have higher calorie intake for my travels. As we go into the house, this is where the fun really starts. This doesn't look like a whole lot right now, but because I just kind of cleaned it up and sorted it out. But this is our canned good collection, and that includes 16 cans of corn. I'm pretty proud of those. That meant we had to go get all the signal void bunkers. Also in that same vein is the ham. That's all the ham that's in the world. I don't think we're going to find any more of that. Of course, we got maple syrup, peanut butter. That's everything we've found. We've eaten none of it yet. All the can openers that we found, a little bit of broth. Of course, our kitchen is well stocked with fuel. I can't even tell you how much coal is there. It's just several loads from up at Cinder Hills. It's a lot. As well as reclaimed cedar and fir, and then we've got sticks and books, so we're not going to run out of fuel anytime soon. We also have kind of cooking central over here with salt. We've also got more down there. Some oats, cooking oil. We've got the flour. And then, of course, we have cracker displays like everywhere, man. Like just everywhere. At some other point in the future, I will discuss the beauty of the 6-burner. But we do have a 6-burner here in Pleasant Valley. Next to it, we have our insulated flasks for warm beverages. We have collected all 6 of those, which again, something I'm proud of. I think our very first collection that we started, that kind of started this, let's make displays, was all the different teas and coffees you can have, at least 3 of each of those. I think that looks pretty neat, and it fills a space. That's pretty much the kitchen. Then we have our medicine cabinet with just stocked up with all the stims and the painkillers and the antibiotics and just all of it. It's just all here. From there, we'll come into here. We do tend to store our black bear hides in the front room here, or in the sitting room, I guess maybe it would be called. Over here, a few knickknacks we've brought back. The elevator crank and crampons. This came from Black Rock. This came from Ash Canyon, as well as some materials that you're going to need to make gunpowder. Those will end up in Black Rock. Most of our stuff's already over there. As well as a couple improvised hatchet. And then we have our fuel center. I feel like our jerry can game is a little bit weak right now with only 10, but I know we've got more over in Coastal, so we can always bring those home. A couple of very unique items. The miner's flashlight and the spelunker's lantern are both in our collection now, as well as multiple other storm lanterns that we know we can expand on that as well, because we've not brought all of those home. In this corner is just some tools and some different things to help keep things maintained. Sewing kits, whetstones. We got a nice flashlight display here, as well as a ton of hunting knives and improvised knives, pry bars, heavy hammers, of course, some noisemakers here in the corner. Another thing I'm pretty proud of is our backup gear. This is just a lot, but we're trying to maintain some of this anyway in case we get into any big trouble. I mean, eventually, sometime down in the future, we'll probably end up making some of this cloth, but we've got plenty of backup gear for if we need it. And then rounding out the front room, we have the stress pistol display with the flare shells, and this is just getting insane how many of these we've got right now. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this, but we have found 6 distress pistols in the world, and we still are not done yet. We've got some other things to explore. I haven't looked in Sundered Pass yet. Haven't really explored Hush River Valley much, and we have not gone to zone of contamination. And we haven't really done all of Forsaken Airfield yet either, so there's still potential to add on to that. In here, I've got the crafting room with cured wolf pelts, cured deer pelts. We have birch saplings, we have maple saplings, all of our guts are in here. So this is kind of our one-stop shopping. As well as we've got all of the rabbit pelts over here as well. And then another little area I'm really proud of is the fireplace here. Lots of fire logs. Those are 2 kilos a piece. That's tough to bring those back in bulk. And they're also pretty rare, so it's cool to see a display like that. And then, of course, most of the accelerant that I've collected in the world is here. On this side of the room, we've got MREs, fire strikers, and we also have the magnifying lenses. Now, I kind of run out of spot for the MRE here, but we're getting there when it comes to that collection. I still think we're going to find a few more out in the world, in the wild, and that'll be great. Over here is just kind of our backup boots that we can turn into cured leather, and then some backup things that we can turn into cloth whenever we need them. Notice that we haven't taken down any of the blinds in this room, or any of the house for that matter. From here, we've got our collection of hatchets and hacksaws, as well as a little flashlight. We kind of ran out of room, so I thought, hey, let's put a flashlight in every room. These torches are not just torches. These are what they call the mega torches or the super torches, all 100% from, you have to find these. These don't come out of the oven or out of the stove. You have to find these, and so far we have found 7 of them. So that's pretty good and pretty cool. But that's kind of our crafting area. The next little spot will be right over here, which I call the den. Of course, we're going to be storing our moose hides here. We got tons and tons of flares both there and over here. But the real draw to this area is the library. This is all of the books in the game that I've found thus far. Of course, we're at level 5 on all of our skills at this point in the run, so we don't need any of these books, but I don't want to burn them for fuel. I thought they looked much better as a display, and I think it looks pretty neat if you ask me. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing with this room. Let's go upstairs and I'll show you the armory. And again, there's some pretty good collectibles here in the armory. We have the rifle holster. We also have Barb's rifle, as well as the curator's rifle. And then we carry Vaughn's rifle with us because it's a little bit lighter. But that is the third of the 3 unique rifles you can find in the game. Oddly enough, in 400 days and all this exploring I've done, I've only found 2 regular hunting rifles. So that's a little bit disappointing, but that's okay. We don't really need them. We've got 3 other good ones that we can use. Of course, we've got the firearm cleaning kits here, as well as all of our survival bows. And then we also have a revolver display, which does include all 3 of the spawnable ones: the hunter's revolver, the warden's revolver, and the forester's revolver, which we actually just got last night on stream. So again, check out the link in the description if you guys want to see the exploring to come find some of these type of things. From there, that's basically our armory. We've got different ammos and stuff laying around. I want to go to the biggest flex, and this is the one that I think everybody on Twitch knows me for at this point, and this is my climbing rope display. And we're not done with this yet. I know there's at least 4 more, if not 6 more over in Ash Canyon. I haven't even bothered to look at HRV to see if we can get any ropes out of there safely without taking too many risks. And there's at least 1, if not 2 more over in Coastal Highway. So yeah, we've got a lot of ropes collected. Now, this game with the sacrifice, I can't go to Summit anymore, but we don't need to. We collected everything from there and brought it down, and then took the ropes at the very end, so we're not out anything on that deal. But you guys know how much these weigh. These are 5 kilos a piece. You know how much work went into this, and if you do, like the video, and just let me know you appreciate it, because that was a lot of work, and I think it's a cool little semi-flex. Of course, from here, we've got our spray paint display, which is still incomplete. We've got more spray paint over at Coastal we haven't done. We have a couple of flight jackets and an aviator cap. I think we actually left an aviator cap over at Forsaken. And then in our bedroom, we kind of just have some examples of the different clothing and stuff that you can have. Of course, basic stuff, and then all the way up to Coalition sweaters, balaclavas, a couple pair of ski boots. There's another one out in the hallway that I'm setting up for another video on warmth. Then, of course, we've got a regular parka, and then we got the old-fashioned parka with mucklucks, which we actually found on day 1. We have the full combat military set, which is pretty cool. We've crafted the deer pants. We'll probably be wearing those before too long because they're renewable as far as repairs. We've also got the ballistic vest, as well as a couple of pea coats here. And, who doesn't like some snacks when it comes to having these on your bedside table? Like I said, I'm setting up with the bear coats and stuff to make a video for warmth because we were able to hit 40C with everything that I was able to put on. So all in all, pretty good. 40C is pretty darn warm. You're awful heavy, but warm. We really haven't done much with this room. I think eventually this will just become the bedroll room. So it's basically just going to be backup cloth. But notice that we still have like all the towels and stuff in these rooms and the curtains. Like I've not touched any of these things because I wanted the house to look really, really nice. I guess we can show you downstairs just real briefly. And what we have down here is basically just our crafting stuff. That's more that we have to have for the workbench. In our 2 lockers here, we've got both our arrowheads and our feathers. And then in the other one, we're storing our shell casings. So we will be able to refill those when we head over to Blackrock for the next time. And then over here, of course, we've got our workbench with all of our tools. And then a nice big stack of scrap metal for if we need to repair anything or if we need to build anything with scrap metal. You know, hooks or that type of stuff. Just basic stuff down here. Heck, I haven't even looked into all of these yet. I don't feel like I really need to right now. And I don't think I've searched this for potatoes either. No, we did. But we didn't actually look in the bin where they're meant to be. So yeah, that's what a 400-day base looks like on Voyager. And again, there's way more that I could get into at this point that I haven't done. We need to go to ZOC so we can pick up the mine workers outfits and the mask and all of those type of stuff. We need to go see what new stuff we can find in Sundered Pass as well. So like I said, hopefully you guys like this kind of stuff. If you do like the video, subscribe to the channel because I've got a lot more and most of it is going to be geared towards newer player. At no point when I'm making a video will you ever hear me say I'm the best at anything when it comes to this game because there's so many people who've been playing it so much longer and they come before me and they're so much better. But I feel like I've got a little something to contribute and maybe even help out some people that maybe are having trouble getting started and are just maybe looking for something more geared towards the beginning player. But with all that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching and here's to 400 more days. Again, come join me on Twitch. We'll hope to see you there. Till next time, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.